I think it's pretty much common knowledge at this point in time that 2023 has been without a doubt the absolute worst year for Disney. Not just because of the Disney stock hitting a decade low, but we can't forget about different aspects of merchandise, especially with Star Wars hitting a very big low point as well. As a lot of firings on the horizon and Disney Plus rate hikes coming in as well, leading into 2024 along with the Disney Purge, and all because of Bob Iger's cost containment plan wreaking havoc over at the company. The DEI garbage at Disney is backed by big names like BlackRock and Vanguard, who own a lot of Disney, which is now affecting Disney's shows. Speaking of Jenna Ortega, we've discussed her talks with Disney and how she got roles that Rachel Zegler didn't get after the Snow White issue.
Weird.
Jenna's actions caused Disney to lose a lot of money. We'll discuss the behind-the-scenes drama involving Jenna, top Disney people, and her team, like her agent and manager. Things are going downhill for Disney, to put it mildly. Let's dive into the details. Disney, currently navigating a sensitive phase due to their emphasis on DEI and ESG within their entertainment sector, has had a major situation involving actress Jenna Ortega. Her recent actions potentially cost Disney billions in anticipated revenue. For the past few weeks, Jenna has been discussing roles that were originally meant for Rachel Zegler. Interestingly, Jenna was almost set to star in several reboot projects of Pirates of the Caribbean. This encompassed 3 main movies, as well as several spin-offs and Disney Plus series. Disney's ambition is to elevate these projects to the popularity levels of Star Wars and Marvel, even at this initial stage with Jenna Ortega's involvement. Along with her participation in various animated and live-action movies, these films were predicted to earn around $1 billion at the box office each. But in a surprising twist, Jenna, through her representatives like her agent and manager, decided to decline all the roles except for one in the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. This particular movie is set to be crafted by the Last of Us showrunner, but that's not all. Jenna also stepped back from a committed role given to her by Disney, which they believed was crucial for the film's success. This film was the beginning of a new series titled World of Witches. Initially planned as a trilogy, each film was projected to bring in about $1 billion worldwide. Disney's top brass believed it would be a groundbreaking franchise. Alright folks, I need to clarify something here about World of Witches. Think of it as a witch-centric version of Johnny Depp's Pirates of the Caribbean. Disney envisioned it as a big-budget film series starring Jenna Ortega. They believed she was the perfect, if not the only, choice for the project. But now, with Jenna backing out of this substantial multi-film agreement, which would have been a lucrative venture for her, it's no surprise that these films are now on the back burner. Regarding Jenna Ortega, it's evident she's aiming to avoid being pigeonholed into horror roles. She's keen on distancing herself from films like Scream, Beetlejuice, and Wednesday, opting instead for more fantasy-themed and animated projects. Here's where the plot thickens. We're just scratching the surface. Jenna Ortega's decision to step away from the lead role in the World of Witches series was a significant blow. Because of this, Disney, which was gearing up to announce these movies in early November, coinciding with their last earnings call for the first week of that month, had to pull the plug on them entirely. Disney analysts had predicted these movies would bring in billions at the box office. It's rumored that Disney was even willing to tone down some of their progressive themes in these movies to persuade Jenna to join and to attract a larger audience. Despite Disney's reported willingness to adjust their content approach to boost box office sales, Jenna still opted out. This decision left Disney in turmoil, causing them to abandon projects that were in their infancy. There were already glimpses of the vision for World of Witches, with concept art and preliminary designs in place, and pre-production was slated to kick off by December. Jenna also stepped away from an animated film project called Dream. Disney had high hopes for it, aspiring for it to match the success of Frozen. With Jenna's departure, this promising venture is now on hold, causing another potential billion-dollar opportunity to slip through Disney's fingers. Disney seemingly viewed Jenna as the golden ticket for numerous projects, believing her appeal and talent matched their target audience perfectly. While she's currently focusing on Beetlejuice 2, she remains committed to one Pirates film and 2 other unnamed Disney movies. This significantly reduces her engagement with the company, and many would argue for good reason. Now about Disney, it feels like they're pushing too hard and too fast. It's no secret they're heavily investing in live-action remakes. They seem trapped in a cycle of revisiting old stories instead of crafting new ones. I think many would concur that merely repackaging established stories into live-action formats suggests a lack of originality and innovation on Disney's part and on anyone else who is involved. Disney seems intent on revisiting its past hits. They're already in discussions to reboot successful live-action adaptations like Beauty and the Beast, Alice in Wonderland 2010, and Cinderella 2015. Additionally, classics like Sword in the Stone, Lilo and Stitch, and Hercules are in line for live-action renditions. And with their current drive towards ESG and DEI objectives, there's talk about gender and race swapping in these stories, which many argue dilutes the original content without adding meaningful value. Disney's eagerness to relent on certain progressive agendas for the World of Witches series, just to secure Jenna's involvement, underscores their desperation. But despite their concessions, Jenna chose to step back, likely to avoid being pigeonholed into roles associated with horror themes. Jenna's change in direction might be her way of breaking away from specific genres. Her decision undeniably threw Disney into turmoil, compelling them to shelve numerous projects that were on the brink of being publicized on November 9th during the final earnings call of 2023. This scenario doesn't paint a positive picture for Bob Iger. How will Disney make a comeback from this?